Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Yeah, Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. You best believe that. You know what's going on. It's the anime-ish time, y'all. Let's go and have some fun. I hope y'all been watching some cool stuff because we have to. Before we get the show started off, I'd like to hand it over to, of course, the returning Kunoichi of the year. The ballots can be placed, but I'm pretty sure she's going to win it once again. I give to you, Ninja Sama Cosplay.
Good morning, good evening, good night. It's Ninja Summon Cosplay coming live to you from this burrito blanket situation I got because it's cold. I'm wrapped up tight.
Oh, another burrito blanket. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm snug. I'm snug as a Chipotle meal.
Man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting so cold out there, you gotta put the socks on and stuff. You got
right.
Full long johns and stuff. It's cold out there in them streets.
Multiple layers of long sleeves type of deal.
Oh man, get your turtleneck on. All right, y'all out there. Look, don't be going out there unprotected. But I'm gonna throw it because you haven't been here for a while, so I don't know what you're watching. So I'm gonna throw it to you, Miss Ninja. What you been watching?
So I got a few under my belt for once this time. I got a few, maybe because I just been inside more because it's been cold. But I started from the very first episode and finished Arcane.
Ooh.
I did. I finally bit the bullet. I also binged and watched from episode 1 to the end of season 2, which is over Pantheon. And Pantheon is so it's kind of weird how you have to watch it. It was originally an AMC Plus, like one of those type shows, and it's like anime adjacent. You know, it's like it's got almost an all-star cast. And so the first season they dropped it on Netflix, even though if the first season came out was recorded like during COVID a couple years ago back or so. The second season dropped last year and it's on YouTube, just like regular YouTube. Just YouTube it.
You can just watch it on YouTube for free?
Yeah, they kind of, as of now, I think they're going to probably try to strike it at some point, but currently, that's the only way you can really watch it in the States unless you got, like a VPN or something. So,
yeah, because I knew about it, but I never touched it because I was like, I can't watch it.
First season's on Netflix, second season is on YouTube, and there's only 2 seasons, and then it's done. It's wrapped up neatly. And I'm just one away from being caught up on Blue Lock. So those are the 3 I've watched here in the past couple of weeks.
All right. Since you've watched, let's do this. If you could, I'd like to dive into Arcane a little bit more.
Sure.
Since you watched Arcane, I'll say on the generality, what's a part of this season 2 that kind of jumped out at you? What's like a favorite part? Something that really made you say like they're stepping it up or something like that?
I mean, I wouldn't say they necessarily stepped anything up, but I don't think that's a bad thing because the bar was already so high. And watching both of them back to back, like I didn't have like the wait, like I just watched them back to back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You watched it back. See, I've been waiting.
Yeah, it was like, it's the whole daggone thing is good. First of all, don't skip the intro. Go ahead and let Imagine Dragons just take over you. Also, they do different. All the intros, a lot of them are different based on what's going on in the episode. They have a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of things that kind of switch up, that kind of hint at what's to come for the characters, which I thought was dope. Just little Easter eggs like that. Animation great, soundtrack great. Do appreciate that, got a lot of focus on Echo, which he's the boy savior. He done it. He did his big one. So
true that.
Yeah, and also just the black characters in general, like the black and brown characters, that I felt like there was thorough representation without beating it over your head or any of it being shoehorned in. Strong characters, feminine characters, I really don't. The only issue I really had with season 2 is that the pacing was a little off. Like it kind of was a slow burn and then it started going a little too fast. I think they could have put in a couple
I'll
of
agree with that.
episodes
Yeah.
or maybe had a longer finale. Because it's like there were some slow moments where you're just kind of like, okay, well, you just thought, this is what it was. It didn't feel slow, but then when it got fast, it's like, oh, this is super fast. Like those last few episodes kind of was like, okay, all the things. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
all
think
right.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
I think we could have had one more episode, and
Mm-hmm.
due to the fact that I felt like we were rushing, the the love scene in the jail, I was like, bro, we don't really have a lot of time. Like I was looking at the timer on I was like, look, I get it, but I was like, we ain't got a lot of
And that
time.
was
We need to
cut.
move on.
And that was already trimmed. Apparently it was longer.
Oh, really?
And also the scene with Echo and Jinx when she's trying to take herself out. The scene of like them like explaining, like Echo explaining the alternate universe and them kind
Hmm.
of getting a little bit of a bond there. They cut that whole. It was like 8 minutes of dialogue, apparently 8 or 10 minutes of dialogue or something that they cut, and so you feel
Wow.
that it's missing because you see Echo save her, and then he's kind of like, man, we got this stuff we need to do. We need to suit up. But then like next thing you know, we don't see them again until they come in on her hot air balloon situation. So, and they done changed clothes. They done have new outfits. They got each other's symbols painted on each other's clothes. I was like, something missed. And like you're like, something happened because y'all were not exactly
Yeah.
cool last time y'all saw each other for y'all to be this cool now. So they end up cutting a lot. Maybe
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
feel
do
like we missed
something.
some. And yeah, there's probably a whole episode that we don't have for whatever reason. But yeah, I,
I think they'll maybe
I
release
was
something
like,
in
did we miss a
time,
scene or
but
two?
yeah, it's just that stuff that's. And I mean, I say that like I have a huge issue with it. It's really minor in the grand scheme of
Yeah,
something
it's
that's
yeah,
overall a wonderful body of work. And of course, naturally we're gonna have spin-offs and all kinds of different things from it. So I think what they did with Arcane, they should do with more comic book shows, animated or live action. Do a limited run, like do a limited series, do 1 or 2 episodes. I mean, not 1 2 episodes, 1 or 2 seasons, just like a short run comic, and then you can have those characters in other projects instead of
hmm
trying to CW it or just do or try to make everything to a movie or something like that. Like Loki did it in what 3 seasons, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Think that's a
yeah.
pretty good example of something like that. So that way it doesn't feel like the story is hanging. It still feels finite, like it feels like its own body of work. So I really enjoyed it. You don't have to know League of Legends to get into it, which is a huge plus. So
Yes, because I knew nothing. I mean, outside of
mm,
the fact that it was a game,
I
I
knew
knew
some of the
nothing else
characters, but
about it.
that's it. Yep.
Like, I just knew it was a game. But with that, I'll pause for the cause real quick because we got two other young brothers up in here. All right. I give a shout out to the Coop du jour. Coop of Blurtish. What's up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all can hear me fine and pretty good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Y'all be able to hear this episode, of course, on Blurtish platform as well. Check it on Spotify. Listen, share, and subscribe. And yeah.
And we also have the W-less one, Mark Dub. Say what up to the people.
What's going on, people? It's Mark Dub. Half man, part amazing. Spicy like that Creole, not that Cajun. Y'all, I like Coupe de jour. That's a good one. I like
I
that.
do what I can. I do what I can.
I got
All right.
no comment, but
I'm gonna throw
no
it. I'm gonna throw it to Coop. What's the first anime you want to talk about, man? What you got? What you got for me?
Well, first of all, shout out to Ninja. Hope your Thanksgiving was great. Hope
It
mom's
was
doing good.
wonderful. It was
Family
wonderful, and
is
same to you.
cool. I am going to talk about Demon Lord. And I'm gonna mess with Mark a little bit because this is Mark's thing. But we didn't already describe the first episode of premise, so I'm gonna jump into it. Spoilers. I have caught up to episode 7, episode 8. But I'm really gonna just talk about it because we haven't really been doing it.
Is it
episode
7 or
by
8?
episode.
Which 7 or 8? 7 or 8?
I've watched 7, 8 is out, but I've watched the part where he just whooped the hell out of Marcus.
And see, I'm like 2 weeks behind, so I
Oh,
don't have nothing. But you can drive the knowledge. I'm already in on this. At least to the end of this season, I'm already in.
I'll just say this: from what I watched today, just getting into it. First of all, like I already noticed that it's cyberpunk. You know, Demon Lord lost his powers. He had a Stiveling traitor in his midst. But man, I like this voice actor. I like the way they're doing it. I like the interactions. It's basically it's giving me vibes that other anime that we have tried to watch recently didn't quite fulfill.
Hmm.
Like I just love their I like kind of like their whole I guess it's like bright and it's also like not that I cared about that movie, but I guess if you got the orcs and stuff like that or whatever. And it's also like what's that show with oh my god, my mind is slipping. You know the greatest
Well,
cyberpunk show it is.
Nick- Oh,
oh, you
Lord.
mean what? Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little Ghost in the Shellish right there. Not to that level, but I like the vibe. In fact, old girl even said she even gave a call out to the Laughing Man program.
Yeah.
So I like the characters. I like the that he had to become a streamer to get some of his ability back.
I got
but it
some.
wasn't
I
played
got
up.
a little viral hit vibes, but I didn't want to say anything before y'all watched it. But I was like, for like an
Oh,
episode,
man,
I got some viral hit love for just a
Yeah,
little bit.
just for an episode, they did, they jumped in like and just did it. But the plot, like they're not playing around. Like they tried to legit take old boy out, and he was like, "Haha, you should have took me out when you had the chance. I got a second form." And he
Yo,
just,
man,
bro, I like seeing.
I've been kind of enjoying the show. Would you say? Because I wanted to bring this up to you after you watched it. Would you say that this is a maybe not a C plus, but maybe a B plus hero?
I mean, I ain't gonna call him a hero yet. We got to figure
oh.
out what his intentions are.
Well, okay. Would you?
He's
I mean,
the
the show,
protag.
meaning the show is a B plus hero. Because remember, you had your C plus hero of a show.
No. I mean, C plus. When I say C plus, this is actually animated in most parts, and it's animated well. So let's not. Nah.
Okay, so
this
this
is
because I never watched
C
the show
plus,
you were talking about. So
C
I was like,
plus is basically the animation we got for plus size elf. See, that's firmly in the C plus range.
oh
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that don't mean it's bad.
Very hard with that.
What I'm saying, when you have an action show that animates not much more than plus size elf, they cutting corners and it can't get a B. That don't mean it's bad. It just means this is a lower.
This one is above that.
This is a strong B plus,
All
if
right,
not an A minus. It's really, it's almost good enough to be in the A range. Just got to see where the plot goes. But I will say episode 7, it was some corner cut. It was the CG got a little rough on his second form. It was funny to me, but the voice actor is so damn good, and he's old school playing it wrong. Like he's like, look, I'm gonna kill you. I mean, I'm crazy. Like when he get to rolling, it's like you like he said, Marcus, there ain't gonna be no third time, bro. He asked him 2 times, will you serve me again? Marcus like, nah. That dude talking, he talking cash money crazy out there to his former boss. He's like, I already got you beat, bro. I'm gonna ask you one more time. He beat him up, made him start groveling, put him on the sword. He's like, and I ain't gonna spoil the kind of the plot of the city, but let's just say, old bruh fell on his own sword, got hoisted by his own batard, as Bugs Bunny used to say. He said, he's like, oh, please, I'll work for you again. You know what he did? He stabbed him up. He said, bruh, I told you there wasn't gonna be no third time.
Ain't gonna be
Now
no
die. Die.
So I word.
Save
So
his lady.
I had some good stuff to look forward to. Shout
yeah.
out to Demon Lord.
Yeah, man, I like his style too. She hooked him up with she hooked him up with the clothes, with the Uniglow knockoff. Just like the Unitaka. Then, just I like the vibe. Like it feels like
word.
when I say this, and I mean it with affection, it feels like something. Would it be a lead in a anime block or whatever? But does it feel like something that would pop up 2 a.m. that you come home drunk, watch Adult Swim, and you can't take your eyes off
You
of
know
it.
what?
Yes,
Kind of like
absolutely,
I would put this in the same tier as like Outlaw Star.
absolutely.
Like Outlaw
it's
Star, you know what? On the real, Outlaw Star is ripe for all these people that love doing these ragtag teams. It hasn't really been touched in a long time. You can kind of do what you want, or maybe I should leave that alone before somebody
leave
made
it
it worse.
leave it alone. Leave Watanabe stuff alone. Let's Watanabe's cool with it.
Well, nah, I remember when Guardians
Is it
of the Galaxy
Watanabe
came out. I don't know, but I
or
know
is
No, I don't
Watanabe
think so.
fluid?
when
It's
Guardians
Watanabe
came out,
fluids, I guess.
when Guardians came out, there was an article, I think from LA Times or Variety, and they were talking about like everybody's looking for like the next hot, ragtag team. I was like, well, Outlaw Star is ripe for the pickings.
I'll
It's
say this.
it's well enough known, but not well known. So you can kind of do what you want. It doesn't have like 60 years of lore that people are going to complain about. You can kind of flow and do sort of what you want. You got aliens and stuff, spaceships.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a couple of anime shows and properties that I think would thrive crazy right now. And Outlaw Star is one. I need to go back and watch it. It might be Sunrise. Sunrise was cooking at the time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. So it might be
Maybe so.
Sunrise. But I feel like Dirty Pair could come back. Dirty Pair would be excellent right now. Pat
I haven't
Labor.
seen that in forever.
Dirty Pair, Pat Labor could be one. Like you can kind of, it's so old. Like all the Rumi Taka, if I'm saying it right, the creator of Union Asha, like how stuff is coming with Ranma. We'll talk about Ranma later. All the 80s stuff is kind of like, okay, we're gonna pull the 80s stuff because some of the 90s stuff just ain't left. So you can redo some of the 80s stuff with new technology, new whatever, add modern flavor to it, but kind of keep the heart of it. I would say those three right now, like they ain't got to be superstar tier. They could be like a nice series, even if you did it, just redid anime. But if you wanted to, like, say, even somebody take it and make live action, I think those can work.
Yeah, because we have the effects and the makeup and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Have something like Outlaw Star come off well.
I mean, Outlaw Star is about a bunch of ragtag bounty hunters in a futuristic city.
I mean, we already know it's either going to be like Weta or Lucasfilm doing the effects, but I mean, it'll work out.
I mean, Dirty Pair, two beautiful looking women who are bounty hunters who chase people around the galaxy. It can work.
And just shoot people.
I would watch it. So I watch it now. I watch the one from the 80s now. Every time I'm bored, just turn on Dirty Pair. Shout out to Camp. I always got to give you love for our weird requests. He put it on the Plex. I know inside thing, but still. Shout out to you, homie.
Word up.
But yeah,
listen, that's what's up. I think
Demon Lord is cool, man. Demon Lord is cool.
All right, so since you brought up Ranma, can you drop some knowledge on me because I'm mad behind on it.
Okay.
I tried to let my holiday break actually be a break, even though.
Oh yeah, you need.
Even though I did a break, I got a break from work and a break from like side gigs, but then I just ended up doing work like at my mom and dad's house, so I didn't really get a break.
You got hit with that holiday. Baby, can you fix this?
Can you bring this down? Can you fix that? Can you tighten this up? Can you carry this over? Yeah, so
amazing how that happens.
I thought I was gonna get so much sleep, but anyway.
Shout out to anime, Trapped in Anime, where they did the joke. They always put the Thanksgiving skit out, and one of the skit parts is like, "Baby, my phone is literally on fire. Can you help me?" Like what? Shout out to y'all for that. But Ranma, I am like, I know you think I'm harsh because I said one part was better, but I do like what.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't like the new one. You be hating on the new one.
I like the new one. Don't see you be going too overdoing it, Mike.
You be hating. You be hating. But
Shut up. Shut up. Hey, no, hold up. Mark, you know me enough when I'm hating. I love Ranma. I watch. If I hate something, I generally drop it. If I don't watch, you won't hear me talk about stuff I kind of hate on here. But anyway, why you mislabel me, sir? But nah, I actually like the segment, the ice couple. They're on the ice couple fight scene. They really doing it pretty exact. I like it. It's just flowing. I really love the interaction between Rama and
Ryoga.
Akane. Um, yeah, Ryoga. I mean, of course, like I say, Ryoga is gonna be there, not a true villain, but this current arc,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean,
not
he's
really.
kind of an ally now.
He's more of a foil. I would not say ally. He's gonna be a foil till the end because this is still somewhat of a kung fu comedy, martial arts comedy, if you will. So it kind of like he's like Reggie from Archie. Think of that. So he's gonna self-serve himself, but he's like, all right, bro, I got to do this because I don't want to be embarrassed and I don't want her to find out I'm Peachan, which I don't know how the hell she never finds out he's Peachan. That's just like a kind of being stupid. But nah,
this when like the writers make somebody intentionally stupid.
just that part is just like, okay, you can understand Rama's curse, but you don't get Peachan. It just pops up and come as he go, and he only pops up when Ryoga is not there. Okay, Akane, but it's funny though, man. But I like the ice couple. They're in the match against them right now. I'm really digging it. Like I say, the last one they kind of cut corners with the Black Rose because she's so wild. I feel like they could have gave her a little bit more, but they're doing this part run right. I think you'll dig it. It really is. It's really anything martial arts, anything goes. They're fighting on the ice skate. It's madness. It's funny.
Yo, they be putting mad martial arts to everything.
Like
It is
everything.
hilarious.
And
speaking of Ninja, have you watched either the old or the new Rama?
I watched a few of the old, a few episodes of the old one back in the day.
Did you like it or no?
It was alright.
Oh man. Well, hey, you can't win them all.
see, she's not hating. She just doesn't like a thing. I just said one part is better than the old. Y'all hate. I like the new one.
Coop
I
be like the
new
old
one.
one's better. The old one's better every
Was
single week.
better for that part. For that part, it's good, man. It's good. Golly. Hey, we don't need
He said, all y'all new people.
Oh
suck.
Lord, we ain't going there. That's like them people who like a band or a artist. Don't know about this, bruh. Shut up. We like it now. It's okay. It's like, jeez.
Like,
You're like gatekeeper. They just walk around with a gate and they just they put a lock on it. No, you can't enter.
You don't know nothing about this.
But nah, it's perfectly fine. I think when you catch up to it, you're gonna like the ice skating part. I do wonder where they're gonna end it and which character. I feel like Shampoo is gonna be the end of the season because she's a very important character. So some stuff they will have to cut out. There's still question how would they do Hoppasai. Hoppasai is very problematic in this day and age. Like you cannot have Hoppasai going around chasing women's panties. I don't think you can. I don't think you should.
That's a very unique thing for someone to do, and
he literally
was
introduced as a panty thief.
Wow.
So and Hoppasai is the master of.
It is amazing what they let slide in like the 80s.
Yo, look at like the MPAA ratings or like kids movies. You be like, kids shouldn't watch this.
They had to invent the PG-13 rating because they'll put stuff like, oh, it's not R-rated, and a lot of crazy, horrifying stuff was listed as PG, like parental guidance. It was too look up why they invented PG-13, and now they used to use it as a buffer, but now they use it as everything we can fit in there that's not like you can't say F word, you can't have anything sexual.
I think you're allowed one. I think you're allowed one.
Yeah.
So it's either 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it's now more how many people can we push, how boundary can we push the boundary and get as much money from the general audience as possible. So I think we and you talked about it. They probably need to be another rating like PG-16 or something.
Yeah, it's
PG-13
like a 16 and like a 13 or PG-12 and a PG-16. Like there needs to be like one middle, like a middle divider.
We just need one more, like PG-13, PG-16, and then R-rated. It's like R-rated, do whatever, other than just before it's X-rated.
Yeah,
Because if you
because
got
that
an X-ray, you trying.
Yeah, the
NC-17 don't be
NC-17.
working. It don't be working. Ain't nobody working on that. So that I don't think that's going to help people out.
But yeah, but Rama is really they have. But when I say that, but again, I stress again, they have really worked to clean up the show. Mike, I'm
Okay.
telling you, you only see 1/4 of what they have would do by now in this point of the show. It would be much more stuff. I ain't gonna get into all of it. Y'all know, just go watch old clips of Rama. You can't miss it.
He
So
said you can't miss it.
you can't, it's not missable. But they have Mappa, I think, has done a good job, probably for under the guidance of whatever Netflix wanted, or what was told, or maybe what they all came to agreement. Because again, these shows are if it's Netflix and it's like a Netflix original, it's shown in more places than ever. So you kind of have to hit that probably editing midpoint of a lot of countries, and you can't just make a whole bunch of this one thing, especially when it's not C plus animation. So you gotta
Yeah.
kind of make it work. So, but I like it. It's good. It's great.
All right, that's what's up. All right, then another one that I haven't seen that I know you definitely saw. Can you tell my brother about that DandaDan, man? What's going on with that DandaDan?
Oh man, let's see. Do I want to discuss Dan? Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about some Dan. Have you been watching any Ninja, or is not your type
No.
of vibe?
I just haven't had the time to check it out. So
And Mark, you're caught up, right?
I am.
Oh yeah, all right, let's
So-
go. What y'all got?
So I'm gonna say this, man. Like, since basically it's the last two episodes are the arc of the Serpos have returned. Last time we did this, we talked about the heartbreak of episode 7. So we got
Episode
8.
7, yeah.
We got 8 and 9
I
now.
watched it
So
again today, and because why not cry on a Monday?
So we're not gonna revisit that sadness. Go watch it. Go listen to our great review on it. People listened to the review and they gave their thoughts. Thank y'all for those who drop comments, even in the social media. Appreciate y'all. So listen to that. They pick up the vibes, because it was 7 is going. If that don't win or be nominated for episode of the year, Crunchyroll, you tripping. That deserves an award. That bro. People gave award-winning analysis on it. Like I sucked up the analysis and rewatched it 2 or 3 times. It's so sad. But this episode, Bobo, they back. Mike, you're gonna like it. So have you watched episode 8?
Nah, I haven't seen
Okay.
episode. No, I've seen episode 8.
So a little bit of spoilers. It's not real spoilers because I've been messing with you about this. This is a little bit about a smidge of trading, but they don't do it the way that you think they're gonna do it. Okaran does say, or Ken, if you will, says, "I need to get stronger." Blah blah blah. I need to start trading. But how he does it, he's just like got a little dumbbell at his desk. But like you do see a flashback of Granny telling him like, "Hey, you do these sets, do blah blah blah." So he's doing it off screen, and that's gonna come back into play down later into the story. We're not nowhere near that. What's gonna happen? But he does train. He's training his body to be stronger. But Ira is actually really in love with him now, or in strong crush now. But she, even though she's a popular girl, she never really don't really know how to talk to boys, and she tries to kiss Kid, and it turns into a misunderstanding where Momo comes around the corner, and 'cause he was like,
it won't pretty.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go do something. I gotta go work on the paper." He's like, "Oh," and she was missing him during lunch, and she sees him on top of her. But then they show the flashback of how that happened, and she was trying to attack him to get a kiss. And the dialogue in there is so funny. And he like smacks in the face, like, "No, I'm good." Like, "Ah, man." He's like, "Why are you so awkward?" He's like, "You don't know nothing how to talk to guys, do you? To say that you're popular." It's one of the reasons what make DandaDan work. How they able to change the vibes between serious comedy, horror, and this is kind of silly play until some stuff happens. But the highlight of it is them acting. But then episode 8, the Serpos are back. The first aliens. They still on that banana organ stuff. Y'all figured out they are trying hard to do that, but we realized that Ira does have the powers of silky now.
Acrobatic Silky. Yeah, she
Like
Right,
Ira
Acro-Silky
came
boy.
up.
so, but before all this, Mo- Ken is running around butt naked because they trying to attack him. So that's gonna be some humor ensue. Momo, they also hired the Loch Ness monster to be one of their compatriots to help. The Loch Ness monster can't really be controlled, so she's having to like escape it. He's
Right.
crazy.
The Loch Ness is so powerful. Momo can't even mess with him. Like Momo is like, yeah, I gotta get away.
So, but now
Right.
but the thing is, even though it's at the school, they're in like their version of negative space, so nobody without spiritual powers is affected by this. So it's just them, so everything's empty and wet, full of water and all that, blah blah blah. They also hired another character that will be around Mr. Shrimp, if you will. He's like a what's that shrimp called? The pistol shrimp.
Oh
He was
yeah, the
basically
pistol shrimp.
the pistol shrimp, and yeah, the
You know
whole
what
thing.
I'm laughing about, right?
Powers, literally, yeah.
Oh,
With
man.
Jamie Foxx, y'all go watch that if y'all
Yo, I
know
love Jamie Foxx, but Jamie Foxx can't win, man. He
that
can't
pistol
win.
shrimp. I mean, I never thought I would hear about the pistol shrimp again, but here they are talking about it, and they talk about how he got punched so hard on the water. So he's trying to, he's been hired by the Serpos to kill him, and you're gonna find out more about his story of why he's a hired gun and all that down the line. Probably in the next couple episodes, but they taking care of him. The action is good; it's what you expect at this point. So that's how that ends. Serpos are still garbage. Then episode 9.
But they're
Yo,
such nice. They're such kind and considerate beings.
no, they're dickheads all over. Excuse my
I know
language.
remember that's what they said in the first episode, and then they were like, "Yes, we're just going to kindly and gently remove."
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know which is creepier, them in Japanese or English. They think the English scares me more because to hear
Yo,
what they say,
I
it's
just
like, oh my
remember when
god,
I saw that first episode, I was like, hold up, what
yeah.
is that? And where is that supposed to go?
We don't want to know. We
I
don't
was
want to
like,
know.
I was like, I was like,
Mm-mm.
whoo. I was like, man,
Bruh.
I was like,
It's
man, whew,
it, but
it's rough out there.
basically, Acrobatic Silky, or Ira, if you will, Momo and Ken basically have to. Well, Ken is already naked. Momo figured out, like, okay, I can move us faster through this water. That if I use my ghost hands to squeeze us like a bar of soap and to squirt around. So it's like, Ken, we're gonna jump on your back and we're gonna strip down to our underwear. I'm like, and they're riding
Only in
him like
Japan.
they're riding
Only
him
in Japan, Mike.
like a boat, like a boat. It's around.
Only in Japan.
Like, bruh, it's like it's stupid. So they just have to, and the Serpos can merge with the other beings. They merge with Nessie, but they also they forcefully took over Mr. Shrimp, and he was like, "Oh, don't do that to me." But they're like, I ain't even gonna describe how they did it. Like they had to bleep it out, of like kind of play it subtle. But basically, they took him over to make him merge into another form. Then they merged themselves and Nessie together, but they didn't realize that he can only use his strong punch underwater or it'll tear up your muscles. Anime logic. And then they wind up eating the Serpos and getting them out of there, out of negative zone. But the funniest part, before the terrible part, they were really, really like, it was very dangerous. They were close to dying. And Momo and Ken were just like hugging, like they just kind of laughed. I ain't gonna repeat the innuendo that goes with it, but it was funny. But they were just kind of embracing each other like we survived. Problem is, when you come out of negative space, they're butt naked. She's in her drawers. They're wet, and he's literally laying on top of her, and they start running like crazy.
Like the whole school sees them in this prone position, like, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all wet and naked on the floor on
They're
top of
like,
each other?
hey, bruh, and then they're running like crazy, and the way
So
that
they get up and they just start running. They're running down the hall. It looks almost like a Spike Lee movie where he's got the people sliding.
well,
They're
and
like they're
also
riding up the hallway,
it
and,
kind of
and
goes
your girl
into.
Ira, she's there too.
It looks like something Trigger would do at the end of just a goofy scene, and that's how it ends. Ira just the way Ira joins them running, it
Ira's
just was
running up.
hilarious.
She she kind of runs on the set like with her arms waving above her, like she has no spine, and she's like crying, like, and everyone's like, why is she naked too? What are they doing?
It's
It's
like
great.
Wow.
it's just like, oh my god, it's so stupid.
This show
It's
is
so
crazy.
it's so stupidly beautiful
I don't
and
know why I
wonderful.
watched this show.
I
See,
love it.
now I don't know why I watched this show. Oh,
It's good.
Japan.
It's just
Oh,
good,
Japan.
man. It's rated TV MA for a reason, but it's not we talk about ratings, so yes, it's high schoolers, but it does skew upward in the horror, violence, and fantastical nonsense. So just to keep that in mind, folks. But it's popular, man.
It's nonsense. All right.
It's the framework of the show was always meant to be nonsensical. The man wanted to write his stories and develop these characters, and it hit for him. And I mean, literally, we got all this for a show of a dude who's trying to refine his junk, if you will, to put it
Yeah.
as clean as possible. But it will lead to more. There are some other things that will lead to bigger things, but there's
It has to be made whole, man.
he's not trying to be a superhero. He's just trying to be whole. That's it.
Yeah.
He's not trying to worry about.
And then the
This.
quest for balls.
And I just want to say this because I saw that you had said DandaDan versus that. He's not DandaDan. No one is called DandaDan. So there's no hero named DandaDan or person. So I just want to clear that up. So just like it's just it means something.
I didn't call
But-
him DandaDan.
No, I'm saying I was talking to Mike. But I'm just saying for
When did I call him DandaDan?
I was just in the caption when you said DandaDan versus such and such, but it's like it's the whole show. It's just it means something.
Oh, that's just a caption to do stuff fast. Like
I know.
yeah,
I just like
Yeah,
to tell people that because like he has no name. He's just Okarun or Ken or Turbo Granny, if you will. I don't even think he's gonna name himself during the whole series.
I mean his
Just
name
Ken.
is he already got his name. It's Ken.
Ken Takahira. Don't use that name.
His mama
But-
named Ken. I'm gonna call him Ken.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Ira
episode-
calls him Mr. Takakura.
Hey, she do call him Lord
Lord Takakura, yeah.
Takakura. When she changes, she gets even
Mhm.
more goofy with her new form. And she was like, "Oh, I see you naked." She was like, and she just starts saying some crazy stuff. Like everybody is insane. There's no way around it. I promise you, there's no way around it. But Def, you're gonna enjoy these last two episodes. Like,
Oh boy.
you just gotta see it.
I'll
You
see
just
him.
gotta see it.
I'll see him.
But I'm not shortchanging what she did. She literally squirt that man like a bar of soap with her ghost hands to slide around to get away from the villain, the aliens. And they literally was embarrassed right around butt naked when they came out of negative space. And it was hilarious the way that they was embarrassed. I mean, Kid was completely naked, but still the ladies were in their underwear. It's stupidity. But the show is doing great. People love the show.
He's looking for clothes the whole episode. The whole episode he's running around covering his junk and fighting and trying to cover himself.
Reading the manga, I think it's gonna happen a few times to him. A couple times.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll throw. Let's see. Have either of you watched Bleach? Y'all up on Bleach?
I'm behind on Bleach because
I'm super behind.
Yeah.
All right. Then
I mean, you can talk about it.
I'll just make some quick remarks on Bleach. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are being blessed by the anime leadership over there in Japan, because Bleach has been coming through not only on the character intros, but also on the power upgrades and the fight scenes. We had I'm know I'm gonna mess up his name. Kurosuchi, the dude with the weird, like the weird dude that be glowing all gold. Him and Zaraki, they kind of face off against one of the like the weird Quincy dudes, and it's just blood-tastic. It's blood everywhere. And then Kurosuchi is like explaining, of course he's like the super science man, and he like his fight, the way he handles his fight with like the weird Quincy with the hood or whatever, that's awesome. Like that's sick. Like even like the points he scores and the scores that are the points that are scored on him, both of them are awesome. Blood all over the place, cool stuff. Limbs flying. It's awesome. Then your boy Coop, your boy with the robe, he has a one-on-one. Now I ain't gonna tell you nothing about that because I know that's your boy, but he has a one-on-one, and it is nice. It is a prime delectable choice, if you will. Brother be holding down the mad ill Bankai, and the one-on-one is nice, man. Once
All right.
again, you know, catching the fade, you know what I'm saying, moving in the shadows, busting people in the head, trying to dodge bullets. Yo, man, it's awesome. I gotta give them their props. Like the most recent episode, well, the last two, the baby episode, there's a called "Baby Hold Your Hand," and the newest one is "Don't Chase a Shadow." Both of them are straight dope.
I just got a question. Did they bust up Grimjaw again?
No, he actually took a back seat. Like him and Ichigo kind of took a back seat in these two episodes. So we
Okay.
don't see them to. We see Zaraki, Kurosuchi, and Shunsui. I think this is his
Good.
name.
Just always need a break of Grimjaw, man. It's good. That's all I need to know.
Is
Cool.
it true? Because Grimjow came out like I'm gonna be the one that kills you. I'm like, I don't know if you know Grimjow, but like he he beat he beat Aizen, like the top guy. He beat him. Don't you remember? Like he beat him. Oh, I forgot. You was dead.
Nail
So
put him in his place when she came out the portal. Like, boy, I'm rank higher than you. Don't make me eat the hell out of you. Like, come on,
you don't
man.
want to try. You don't want to try to do all that.
Like,
But
that's my
yeah,
partner, and I'll rank you. I'll
and
smoke.
I'm interested to see where Aizen falls during all of this, because I know I can't trust him, and I got to keep my eye on him, and I feel like ain't nobody keeping their eye on him right now.
Bro, once
And
you release the restraint, there's no he'll snatch your eyeballs out of your head and put them in another dimension. Ain't no keeping your eyeball on him. It's over. They gonna have to.
man,
I'll bet you.
I mean,
They gonna
he's
have to
stuck
fight
in the
him.
chair where he got to,
Man,
they got the what is it? Shunsui has like the key or whatever, so he can't.
do you trust that this immortal god ain't got a plan to not overcome it? Watch.
True,
They gonna
true.
pull. And this is. I mean, look, bro. I ain't trying to say this without love. 'Cause I love Bleach. They gonna pull something out their butt. You gonna have to deal with it. That's why I don't even. They be saying all that super sciencey, super spiritual stuff. Man, Aizen is Aizen. He is that boy. I promise you.
I think what'll end up happening is he ends up doing something to help get rid of Yuha, but at the same time
He
he
gonna
kind of
escape.
frees himself,
Yep.
and that'll be like another problem that kind of exists.
They'll come back next season.
Or like
Not-
whenever they do a new series or something. So yeah, that I just don't trust him being out, and I'm like, who's watching him? Like who's like, because all y'all left, so like who's watching him? But I mean, hey, who what do I know? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody be believing me. I tell the Soul Reapers do stuff, they don't never listen to me. So but that's pretty much all I gotta say on that. I'll let y'all watch those episodes, but we do have a show that I know we all watching. Well, I mean, Ninja, hold up. Ninja, are you watching Invincible Fight Girl?
I've watched the first two episodes.
All right, so at least you got that. All right, so I'll throw it to Coop. Coop, have you watched the new episode?
Bruh, I've only now if I watch 2 episodes, I already watched the preview. I look,
Oh,
the preview is trying to be Cloak and Dagger. It's obvious who's the next villain gonna be because they still in Tumbleweed. First of all,
yeah,
my wife watches it with me. I make sure she watches with me. The comedy and the comedy timing in the show, I love it. Even if it's all ages comedy, but the fact when we do it, when I say we,
yep,
it's created by a black person, a black man, it is hilarious. Even if stuff like is gonna happen, but I love the pacing and how they're releasing it, and I love what they're doing. And of course, I know Mike, I know you love this previous episode with the training, when she was
yep.
making her hand bloody. Mike was sure, yes, I was satisfied.
Well, see, there's something about this episode that was very important when it comes to training as well. You know what I'm saying? It's something that Rough and Tumble both miss, man.
They stupid.
It's about your whole body, man. It's the synergy. You can't separate one from the other. It's
I
all
agree.
connected. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
That's
And
why you do not understand the perfect strike. Your body must be in total sync.
because and honestly, let's just face it, Queso Poblana. First of all, she out here ruining marriages with her perfect strike.
First thing, no, she didn't. She didn't ruin their marriage.
out
They
there
ruined their marriage.
They out here getting divorces whether they lost her. And I like Zandy.
They're
There's
like,
a
it
way to
started
write
with
this.
her.
There's a way to write this where Andy would have cursed about like, I can't believe y'all. Like when she went off on like, y'all this stupid. Y'all split up because y'all lost to a Rick. Like, come
People
on,
lose all the time. Just get back up.
man. They gave up. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who fell off the worst, but I gotta be a little bit harder on the dude, bro. He got the power gut going on. He was jacked up,
They said
man.
it was about the upper digits.
Bruh. It's like he just skipped all the leg day and the in the midsection, bro. Like,
Yeah,
bro, like you is that depressed? I know you older now, but good lord, like you just can't do curls.
and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the preview of the next episode, but I'm pretty sure that girl is their daughter, right? Like,
Oh yeah, I'm very
yeah,
positive.
that's
That's
their
it.
daughter.
Because she does resemble. Which one is the lady's name? Is she Tough or which one is Rumble? And which one's Tough?
She's Tumble. Or
Okay, Tumble.
Yeah,
A Rumble, whatever.
yeah, it's Rough and Tumble. Yeah,
Because she's a redhead, so the girl is a redhead,
yeah,
and she was kind of built like her. I do think because she blew. Well, she had the plans, the crime board plans laid out there that Craig came across. I do think she blew up both of their statues.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do
She
think
definitely did
she's
that.
tired of both of them. I do think she's going to be a little bit more sinister than. That's kind of like, well, she was very sinister when she came in the room, and I think Andy gonna have to wrestle her. Cause they kind of in the preview,
Yeah.
they purposely don't show who she wrestling this time, but you kind of see black pants, a slender frame, but the girl did say like, "Oh, I'm not a wrestler." Oh yeah, right.
Mhm.
Both your parents are two good wrestlers, and you ain't a wrestler. Okay. All I know is you do see that bomb drop when they the preview. They show the ring bomb, so she got to fight somebody.
Yep.
So
And
I
I've-
enjoy this show, man.
I'm so excited about this show in general. The only, I guess, issue I have with the show is like I'm tired of seeing that to be continued, and then I'm like, look, hold up, the episode already over.
I mean,
Y'all ain't got another 5-10 minutes. Like, what's going on?
I mean,
Every
hey,
time
man.
I just sat down.
I mean, you love Dragon Ball. Next time on Invincible Fight Girl. Next time on to be continued on what's with the pirates.
And they be
on One
having me.
Piece.
And they be having me too, because I'll be like, look, like even I told you, man, the previews, everything, give me all you got. Like this is one show that I'll actually watch the previews.
Like, hey man, they was like, ooh, no spoilers on the preview, but like we know who she fights. She gonna fight that girl, because that girl is a liar. She's she devised all of this.
Also,
I
shout
mean,
out to Craig for being like, somebody broke into Bernie's house and threw all these empty boxes of explosives in here.
like, bruh, come on, dog.
It's like, Craig, man, you need help.
I just like, but also shout out to Mikey. He's such a sweet, innocent soul. He's
Yep.
like, I'm gonna solve it with journalism. I'm like,
He was like, intentional listening. You know, you actually pay attention to them, and you know, so they can be heard and feel heard. It's like, you know what? It's good.
but shout out to Mikey. It's a good skill. Like a lot of people need to listen. These two grown adults who rather divorce because they lost instead of listening to each other, and then they tore up their town. They literally destroyed their town or whatever. It's trashy. It got holes all through it. There's no supplies.
We don't
and then
see
they
no
fight each
plants
other.
or any shrubbery or nothing. There's no life. It's just dusty.
Like, where did these people, these followers even come from? Why do they even stay there? Like, I'd be like, I'm out of here. Like, look at this trash. Because I was wondering,
go.
because me and my wife said the same thing. Why is this girl still here? If her house is in disarray and she hasn't been caught, clearly she knows how not to get caught. Why not leave? Like, what is her motivation to stick around? So it's like, and you know, that's just a trope. Like,
That's her mom and her daddy.
that's her mom and her daddy, and she probably want them to get back together, or at least don't tear up the town and redo it. And she gonna take it out on Andy, probably. You know,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. So she gonna have to learn that perfect strike some type of way.
Yeah, she's gonna have to learn how to, you know, bring her body into perfect sync, man.
But
And then
shout
she's
out,
gonna have the glow.
we'll see. But shout out to Andy for wanting to just wanting to help Andy, Birdie, to help their town. So, you know, something heroic to go at her wrestling and all that. So I'm enjoying it, man. I've been telling people who may not be into anime about this show, if they have, you know, been telling, of course, our fellow black people, you know, like, hey, you might check this out. If your kids into this, you might be like it.
For me, it's not. I mean, you could compare it in some ways to Moon Girl, but it's excellent, and it's filling the void of Moon Girl.
I don't even want to compare the two because they're both their own thing, and Moon Girl should be coming. I mean, I know she's coming back. She should be allowed to be stayed, but I know the reason.
Yeah.
They talked about the reason why. So I don't even want to do the stuff that.
Hold
the
on, what was the
corporations
reason
are
they
doing.
said why? What did they say why?
I ain't gonna talk about it.
I just remember they said like
I ain't gonna talk
one of the
about
people
it on
that
air.
were working there said that, hey, basically we noticed that the artists weren't in that you know, in that department anymore, so we knew that the show had to be ending.
We're gonna talk about it off air.
All right, word.
It's one of those things. But but yeah, I just don't want to compare the two because Moon Girl is an Emmy award winning thing. This should win Emmys too, in my mind. Maybe it don't, but at the same time, it just sucks that we can't.
It's excellent in the same way that Moon Girl was.
Yeah.
The
just
good
sad
thing,
that-
I guess
That's why I didn't really compare it. I just compared its excellence. But
I guess the
Moon
one silver lining we do have is we're gonna get the last, I don't know what, 6 or so episodes of Moon Girl. I don't know however many they have left, but whatever last episodes they have left, we're supposed to get in February or March, I think. So I guess that's a silver lining, I guess. I mean, that's about the best I can say regarding that. So, unfortunately, it'd be awesome if we could have both these shows, but you know what I'm saying? Apparently, we can't have nice things no more.
Seem like we just can't get more than one. Just can't get more than one. Got to be the one. I don't understand. Well, I understand.
I mean, yeah, under this current regime, I guess they looking like y'all lucky you got that. Maybe,
I mean,
they're like Craig of the Creek is gonna be gone.
I mean, Craig
gonna be gone.
Isn't it already gone? I need to watch the last.
Yeah, Craig.
episode.
Craig is gone. I hadn't seen the last couple of episodes, but Craig is gone.
Yeah, I haven't made myself watch it either because I just don't want to let's say goodbye. I really love Craig of the Creek, but I guess I'll do that probably this holiday season and say goodbye to Craig of the Creek. WB, for real though.
Man, y'all be
Y'all
doing what's wrong.
Y'all, if any idiot from WB is listening, and if Zaslav ever losing the ability, y'all can bring back Craig for at least specials, at least like hour-long specials. If this was the old Cartoon Network regime, that would at least happen. They would at least consider it. But the cartoon days are over. I mean, hell, they got WB and got rid of the building for Cartoon Network. There is no real physical Cartoon Network building.
Wow.
It's just, yeah, that's been a whole thing.
Cartoon Network building is gone.
They got rid of it. Like, it's something else. They took down all the stuff. Cartoon Network is just literally just a part. It's just a channel. It's just a thing under the banner of WB. They don't even have the Cartoon Network website no more.
Hey.
Like, it's over. Like, they full of it. They really attacked animation for those tax purposes. Like I said, it is a blessing that this got released and got saved, and hopefully it comes back and it ain't be like, all right, y'all enjoyed it, we let it out, all right, cut it.
It's like, hey, hope y'all enjoyed that one season, because that's all you ever gonna get.
I hope he wrote it I hope it ain't anything like that. I hope it's enough of a hit, but we better really enjoy it while we can, especially with WB.
Well, shoot, we coming up on an hour, so I'll throw it over to Ninja. Ninja, if you could, drop us some final thoughts, and where can we find you?
Yeah, sure. I didn't really get into it this time around, but I would highly suggest, if you're okay watching on 2 different platforms, check out Pantheon. It's got a lot of it's sci-fi, and it's got a lot of homage to animation and comics and anime and stuff, and it's neat. It's dark at times, and it goes full bigger Ganex ending type stuff. So if you're bored, and it's like 8 episodes each season, so if you just want to watch stuff get chaotic in time, the premise is uploaded intelligence. Like, if you can, upload your brain into the net, so you can not die. How does that work? What are the societal implications? What are the, how does that affect your relationship with your family, friends, so on and so forth? So, yeah, check it out if you want something that's fairly quick to watch, and it's a 2-season and done show. Other than that, I guess my final thoughts would just be make shorter shows. I'm tired of multiple seasons. That's kind of where I'm at right now, because the longer stuff will always be there. So but Invincible Fight Girl, great, lovely animation, and yeah, other than that, I am Ninja Sama Cosplay, and I am on more or less not really on a lot right now, just because of the way the internet's been. But I guess your best bet is to find me on Instagram. But I do have handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky as well.
Oh snap! Blue Sky, you know what I'm saying, representing on that Blue Sky app. I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm try not to be too terribly active on Musk's platform. So
that musky platform.
Yeah, mustard.
Oh boy! All right, yo, Dub. You know what I'm saying? Final thoughts. What you got?
Final thoughts. I called another good one with Demon Lord. I'm very proud of myself.
What the hell?
Yo, I like that.
That was perfectly timed.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was my cousin. That was the time. His timing was perfect.
Awesome.
And not perfect at the same time.
But turn it. Turn that phone off. Turn that phone.
That ain't the phone. That ain't the phone.
Oh wow.
But yeah. DandaDan is amazing. Demon Lord is great. I will see y'all all again in 2028.
Oh, don't listen to this dude. Don't look. Okay. Don't listen to this guy.
What?
Anyway.
Hey, y'all can find me. I'm Mark Dub on IG. I'm Mark Dub 44 on Musk's thing.
Okay.
So off that mother.
Let me help Mark out. Don't you have a show coming up, sir?
I do not. It's not confirmed, so don't be putting
fair
that
enough.
into the ether.
All right.
Button your
My
lip, hold
bad.
your tongue.
All right.
Like I say, I'm marked up on. I'm marked up 44 on the Twitter X. I'm getting off there. I'm gonna get on that blue sky. I'm gonna be marked up on that too. Marked up 44 on there. Y'all find me soon.
Word up, word up. All right, cool. What you got?
Final thoughts. Yeah, shout out to Mark for picking Demon Lord. It was something that I didn't really get a chance to really perceive it when I was looking for what to watch for the fall season. But the binge, I didn't get tired of it. I like the lead character. Don't know where he's going with his motivations, but I like his interaction with him and the so-called hero Graham. It's kind of like it gave a buddy cop vibe, just supernatural cyber tech type of thing. They even did the Predator handshake. So they went in there, bust them up, did the Predator handshake before. You know when somebody give you the Predator handshake, you gotta whoop somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the next thing is people flying out of buildings. But like he literally ran in there, knocked people over, knocked the door over. Like so, I mean, look, that's how it's gonna be. So Demon Lord, look, may not be the best, but like I said, it give that late night vibe. What was that show that we was watching? I didn't finish with the cyborgs. It's like the better version of that. And
What? Metallic Rouge?
it's like with that vibe of just in a cyberpunk type of vibe. It's like this is keeping my interest, where Metallic Rouge did not. And I wanted to really love Metallic Rouge, but it just kind of
Yeah, me too.
it put me to sleep.
Yeah, I was.
But
When I found out she wasn't for the revolution, I was like, "Girl, you gotta go."
I ain't get that far. I was like, you ain't got no personality. Like just dull and whatever. But yeah, I love DandaDan has superseded everything that I wanted. Yeah, it's a little sketch on some things, but I get the humor. I really do. Momo is my favorite protagonist of a long time, man. I love the hell out of Momo. Love Ken. Love their interaction. Love pretty much all the cast of this and what they be able to do from episode to episode when they get serious, when they get funny, to do everything. Yo, man, you are doing it. To the creator. I always like adding creator to my list that when he makes something going forth, I'm going to check it out. He got that. Like, he got a fan in me for a while. So you will have to completely blow this the rest of this series. So that means you got about 3 years to lose me as a fan, but you got me. And I've been reading the manga. He got me both ways. So I'm all in. You can find me event coming up this weekend. If this is out before then, and you are in Baton Rouge or New Orleans, 2 places you're gonna find me. First, tomorrow you will find me 6 o'clock to 9 p.m. at Tap 65 for Anime Night. It's gonna be a lot of us vendors trying to get you some dope stuff for the holidays. People like Brown Nova, other people, other artists, other craftsmen, Cosplay, come drink some beer, all that. And December 7th at the Free Fred Hampton store on St. Cloud Avenue. You can find it. They're moving the NOLA Book Fair there this year. I will miss the library, but I am open to seeing what this venue space can do. So check us out. It's free to enter. It's going to be everything from zines, art, of course, books. And I will be one of the proud vendors there. And it's a space that you can leave donations and help those who are less fortunate than you. So you can learn about them. Follow my social media at blurred.ish. You can learn more about the event or just find the tag for it. I'm also on Blue Sky. I don't know what I'm doing with Blue Sky yet, but it's blurred-ish on Blue Sky. X, don't look for me there. I don't care. That thing is dead. It exists, but you don't even got to worry about it. But hit me up on IG, Keith Cooper on Facebook, and also you can go to the Blur's page. So you got multiple ways besides X to hit me up, and you'll see more eventually once I figure out what to customize my Blue Sky. That would be my secondary or third IG. And eventually I think I'm going to create one for Anime-ish to discuss more anime and to be a terrible weeb, if you will,
Mm.
and join
Mm-mm-mm.
the movement. I'm joking, somewhat,
He ain't joking.
but just don't be like hit me with like a million. Can he be Goku? You'll be a block. So if I do create it, I don't care. I don't care about power systems. Is the story good? That's where we're going. So that's what I got.
Oh boy. All right. Final thoughts for me, guys. There's tons of stuff for y'all to watch. I don't want to hear no one complain. I be seeing y'all on the internet complaining. Just watch something else, man. There's tons of stuff out there. A whole bunch of stuff. Animated,
It's,
live action. There's no need for y'all to be crying and whining about what somebody ain't making and somebody ain't doing. There's something out there for you. All right. So you know what I'm saying? Just be happy. Be positive. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing all that hateration and holleration. All right. Live your life right. But with that said, don't forget that we got the holidays coming up. So make sure you hit that Blurtish store. All right. You know what I'm saying? They got books, they got shirts, they got all kinds of stuff.
oh
All
yeah,
right.
the merch store is going. It's pretty much on sale to the rest of the rest of the year.
You know what I'm saying? So look, holla at them. All right. Just holla at them. But with that said, of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz, as well as Blue Sky. And until the next time, this is from us to you just saying, keep your head up and peace.